Welcome. I want to say the only way to have a successful relationship and have a successful dating relationship, right, is to understand woman nature, right? If you don't understand woman nature, most likely you're gonna have a failed relationship, failed marriages, failed whatever it is, failed dating scene, right? If you do not understand how women works and their nature. People like to elude this fact that women don't have a nature. Uh, this, that, and the third. All this stuff is just made up. These are the people who said this stuff, right? These are the blue pill male. These are the type of male who keep repeatedly married one after another, married, divorce, married, divorce, married, divorce, not learning from their mistake, not knowing how female nature works, not knowing this thing called hypergamy, not knowing how woman monkey branch, not knowing how female nature works, right? Right? These are the blue pill men. These guys who keep sleeping around with all these women, right? And get their heart broken all the time, right? These multimillionaires out there who still blue pill. They keep finding a woman, thinking love still exists. That's why to me, I think I've been saying this most of my video. I think love is a fantasy. I truly do. I think love is basically a fantasy. There's no such thing as love, not unless the man is still in the woman, not unless she is a woman of God, right? But besides that, there's no such thing of love at all. It's just a fictional thing. It's a fantasy. But I digress on that. All right, these men who think love still exists, who think women can be reformed. No, women will always conform to their nature. They have this innate nature to behave a certain way. That's how God programmed them, right? That's how God programmed women to be. That's their survival tactics, right? And unfortunately, to say that most guys don't understand that. They're still blue pill, married again, get divorced, destroyed, marry again, just get divorced, destroyed, right? And not only that, they not only they get destroyed in marriages, they get destroyed in their business as well. They like to bring women into their business. Don't ever mix your relationship with your business, right? When you have a company, let it be you running it. Don't let your family run your business. Don't do that. All right? That's the type of relationship I'm talking about. You don't understand how their nature are. Look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump once said that he should never put his wife in a business situation because she didn't know what she was doing. He didn't know what she was doing, or she didn't know what she was doing. Right? That's what he said. Right? She's not an executive type. I think it was Ivanka's mom or Marla Maples, right? He put him into his business executive roles, and she was messing it up big time, right? At that time, I think he was still blue pill. I think Donald Trump is still kind of blue pill in a way, right? Because he keep marrying, you still think love does exist, but I digress on that. But anyway, this is why relationship doesn't work, because the men are still blue pill. They don't know how woman nature works. For example, right? Why do dog trainer? I'm not comparing women to dogs, right? But I'm just using an example. Why do dog trainer like Caesar Milan, right? The famous dog trainer, the dog whisperer, right? Caesar Milan. Why is he such a successful dog trainer, right? Or any other dog trainer, successful dog trainer, right? Because the thing with Caesar Milan is he know how dog nature works. There's instinct. He know how to understand dog instincts. Alright? This what make him so successful at training dogs. He know how dog behave. Right? He know how dog behave. He know what dog wants. He know how the characteristic of a dog. Right? In order to master that art, you have to know the behavior of the dog. For instance, a horse trainer, a horse whisperer, right? Another animal, right? How do a horse whisperer know how to train a horse so well? Because he know the instinct of a horse. Alright? You have to know your subject before you can master it. How can a chess player know how to be the best chess player? Right? He understands his opponents. He know body language. He know the psychiatry of a person. He know strategics, right? Same goes for a woman. In order to have a successful relationship with a woman, right, you have to understand female nature, their instinct, their behavior. How are they ingrained? How are they programmed? Right? But blue pill guys don't know that. right? We have all these blue pill guys, these executive, right? Most of the executive, like I said in my previous video, most of these executive are still blue pill, right? I'm not saying all of them. Some of them are red pill. They understand how female nature works, but most of them out there of this blue chip company is still cheating the wife, but they still revert back to marriage. Cheating the wife, revert back to marriage. You wouldn't think they learned from the first mistakes, right? You wouldn't think. Most of them are still blue pill. These celebrities out there, right? These celebrities, they're still blue pill. They got with a movie star, they got a divorce. They got with a movie star, they got divorced. They got destroyed. Their franchise got destroyed. I mean, the franchise, the empire got destroyed, right? Because they don't necessarily understand how the female nature works, right? To be in a relationship with women, you need to know how to behave, right? Dude, I have 3 sisters and a mother, right? Throughout my life, I've been surrounded by how they function. I know what they talk. I know what they gossip behind men's back. I know what they say behind men's back. I know all this stuff, right? And for men to have all these things, you have no excuse not to know how female nature works. Right? You have no excuses. I have nieces. I have all these nieces. I observe. I listen. Right? You take what you in your environment and you listen and consume it, and then you learn from it. Right? Unfortunately, most men are still blue pilled. Right? They think marriage is a reality. Is mere fantasy. Right? In order for you to have a successful marriage, you need to have a instinctual understanding how women instincts of women instinct. Right? You need to understand them. If you don't understand women, right, most likely you will have a failed relationship, a failed marriages, a failed whatever, a failed girlfriend or whatever, boyfriend, girlfriend, right? A failed engagement, right? Because you simply does not know how women instinct work. And these are the stuff that they don't teach you in the mainstream media. These are the stuff they don't teach you in movies. Select movies they do is slightly red pill in select movies, right? Not unless you get your heart broken, right? When you get your heart broken, when you're in a failed relationship, when you're in a failed marriages, right? That's a lesson, and you're supposed to learn from your lesson. And to say that these people who are in failed relationship and failed marriages and they didn't learn their lessons, what does it say about them? They're stupid. How stupid can you be? It's a dumb person. Failed marriage is supposed to give you your lesson. You're supposed to learn from it, not to make the same mistake. There are men out there who learn from their failed marriages, and they swear themselves not to make the same mistakes. And those men, I applaud them. Right? Now they've been into this situation, they know how female nature works, and they're not going to get themselves into that entanglements again, right? I know former married couple, a guy who formerly married, right? Formerly married, he got divorced. He told me he will never get married again. Since he know what it entails, right? In a marriage, right? It's just the worst time of his life. So right now he's just banging chicks left and right. He have his kids, he have his fun already, right? So when he got divorced, it's like he was relinquished from all that headache, right? It's like a weight off his back, right? So I applaud him for learning his mistakes. I got out of my relationship. I know how female nature works, and I understand how female are, right? I know how you have to satisfy them in a certain way. They're hard to please. They're never satisfied, right? In my previous relationship, learn all this stuff. And you gotta be stupid not to learn from all these mistakes. From all failed relationship is a lesson. All right, you have to learn from that. All right. Unfortunately, there are all these blue pill guys out there who does not learn from the mistake, who have all these failed marriages, and they still go back. They revert back to the same habit, thinking of this fantasy, all right, this fairy tale that the next person that they get with is different. No, I mean, appearance-wise, they have a slightly difference, but at the end of the day, they have the same nature. Right? You need to know how to tame them. How do a lion tamer tame a lion? Because he knows the nature of a lion, the instinct of a lion. Right? That's how these dog trainers, these animal tamers, these pet trainers are so successful with what animal they tame, because they know these animals. Right? I don't want to compare women to animals, but it's kind of the same philosophy. You have to know what you're dealing with. If you don't know what you're dealing with, you set yourself up for failure, right? And if you get with the wrong person, who knows? You might destroy your empire if you're a successful CEO, right? That's why it's not good to be blue pill. Right? Unfortunately, there's so many blue pill. Right now, I'm thinking there's so many blue pill people in the mainstream. Right now, in the mainstream right now, there are so many blue pill men out there. You have to look. You have to have what's I say? A discerning eyes, right? When you see these guys, still blue pill. Keanu Reeves, slightly red pill, but I think he's kind of blue pill. Brad Pitt, blue pill. Tom Cruise, blue pill. They still believe in this thing called love, right? Which in human nature, if she done brought up right, she don't have love entrenched in her. Right? It's not within their nature to love. It's within their nature to monkey branch off another god due to hypergamies. Alright? It's their survival instincts. They do this to survive. Alright? So guys, you have to know if you are willing to go back in a relationship and you still want to live in this fantasy, you need to know female nature. Because if you don't, you're setting yourself up for failure. Alright? And there's a lot of blue pill creator out there. He keep believing this thing. Oh, the eyes is all these stuff, all these fantasy things that they spout out of their mouth. Alright? But you gotta know the nature. Like a dog trainer know a dog. Alright? On that note, guys, if I missed anything, leave it in the comments below. And I'll come back with another video. Like, share, subscribe. Peace and blessing. Have a good day.